Okay, we're ready. Watching in the B categories, we're on Dirt Dadurday Chase Race, Saturday, March 23rd. This is an early 6 a.m. wake up. Dadurday Chase Ride. This is a chase race. D's go first, C's go second, B's go third, A's go first. Anyone can win across any spectrum. A D can win, an A can win, a B can win. That's the beauty of this. That's why we're showcasing this. Right now, we're watching Matt Thoman, the leader of the B category. Each category has its own leader. The D's are first. The D's have been off. They're almost on the leg snapper. The C's started 5 minutes after it. The A's started 7 minutes behind them. I'm sorry, the B's started 7 minutes behind them, and the A's are 10 minutes behind them. Right now, I'm joined by 4 riders live. Let me show you the studio. This is my view in front of me. 4 guys suffering. A riders Ryan Larson and Brian Norling. B rider Mike Segusa. And C rider Joe Donahue. Top left is Ryan Larson. Ryan Larson is actually 15th at the USA Zwift National Championships. Below him is Brian Norling from last week. Both are A riders. On the top right is Joe Donahue. Joe's in the C race. He's suffering right now. I could see him crossing over the overpass. They're going 3 laps, Innsbruck Ring. And on the bottom right is Mike Ragusa. Mike is in this B pack. Let me look for Mike. I can see him. I'm peeking over my screen right now. This is the view in front of me. I can see all 4 riders, but I want to showcase Mike Ragusa, who's in this B pack right now. This is Joe Donahue. He's in the C ride. Okay, here's Mike Ragusa. Tim Busick, Shalkowski, dense pack of Bs. Here's Walt. Everyone knows the story of Walt from last week. New Heights. New Heights is less than 50 kilograms. Phenomenal climber. I hope he can stay together on the flats because he can crush it on this leg snapper. Here's C Machine. C Machine always a threat. 75 riders in this B pack. This B pack is led by Matt Thoman. Each pack has its own leader who will be shouting out commands throughout the race, whether it's motivational, whether it's tactical, pulling on the front, coming from the back. Each rider has a leader who will be in charge of rallying the troops. I'm looking for Mike Ragusa right now because he's below me, riding live in the studio in front of me. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're live on YouTube again, and we're live on Twitch. Do me a favor, check us out on Twitch. I have 4 guys in the studio. The A's just went off. Here's the C guys. Okay, this looks like the front pack of the C guys. We have Billy Beasley, Brian Citabacca. Brian was one of the first members of Dirt. Joe Donahue is in this group. I'm peeking over my screen and I can see Joe Donahue. Joe is in the C race. We're joined by 2 A riders, 1 B rider, and 1 C rider today. Let's look at all the riders. You can see it on their face, the suffering. You can feel it live. Oh, Johnny Mastro. Okay, this is my boy right here. This is John Mastro. He's my real life neighbor. He's been in the studio. He's helped me test this from day 1. He's been in on the concept. Huge shout out to John. He started as a D rider. We're still on day 15 of Zwifting. He started 15 days ago and has Zwifted every single day for the past 15 days. He started from 0 background in cycling, 0 background in endurance sports, got the clip-on shoes, got a bicycle, started Zwifting, and he's been doing it for 15 days straight. I believe he started at a 165 FTP, and his last FTP test, he was 265. So he's making phenomenal gains. Started as a D, all the way up to a C now. He's going over the cobblestones. John, my real life neighbor, my real life bestie. Huge shout out to him. Let's give him a ride on. Go, John. I'm trying to. Oh, I saw Joe Donahue. I saw there. Oh, there's Joe Donahue. So here's Joe. Joe's here. He's in the C race. This is actually one of his first Zwift races. He's a level 27 in the game, but he's never done a Zwift race. We did a 5-minute tutorial before this about staying in the pack, conserving your energy in the pack, but you have to stay in the pack. That's rule number 1 of Zwift racing. Always, always, always stay in the pack. Here comes Joe. Joe, leg snapper coming up. 60-second hill. Crank it, buddy. So here's Joe. He has no idea the course. Neither does John Mastro. I wish I could just tell John, this is it. I need 400 watts for 60 seconds, but Joe knows. Joe's here. They're going to need 400 watts, I would assume, to stay in this front pack for 60 seconds. Now, this course is completely flat, except for this leg snapper. When I do Sprint-A-Palooza, I like to stress this is where the pack will be made and where it will be separated. Like I said, 1 minute up, and then it's a downhill and you can recover. You'll see a lot of power-ups used on the downhill because you're giving everything you have on this uphill that you need the downhill to recover. So after the uphill is a slight downhill, but then there's a little bump. So you have to stay alert and you have to stay attentive, because if you forget about that second little bump, the group will be gone. So like I said, we're giving 100% up this hill, trying to recover for 10 to 15 seconds, and then there's another little blip which you have to stay on the pedals. Joe Donahue, he's in 9th position, looking good. Perfect, Joe, staying in a good spot. There he is. Okay, so there's the A's. I mean, they're the C's. They just crested the leg snapper. Joe's looking good. He's trying to grab Nigel's wheel. Gretkowski is there. Brian Sidabaka is there. Matt Davidson is there. And there's Melina. Okay, so all the C powerhouses are there. Let's scoot back to the B's. Okay, there's Jonathan Falsetti. I don't know if he's going to make it. Look at, you can see in the top right my mini map. The group is getting significantly stretched out, but it will come back together. You see these little gaps up here in the top right in the mini map? That's what you have to look out for, because if those gaps happen, the group is gone. And that's the whole race. So let's move up a little bit. Okay, I believe this is the final pack. Canuck Cyclist might be the last guy to make this front pack, because this 4-second gap, I don't know. Only 3 laps. This is going to be a very short race. Just under 40 minutes. I want to move back to the B's. Okay, the B's. The B's are on the leg snapper right now. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Okay, in the B's is Mike Ragusa. Mike is here live. I'm trying to find Mike. I can see him. He's on the leg snapper. I hope he's going to make it. Here's Ryan Vins. Mike Ragusa. Here he is. VR2209. Come on, Mike. Hold that draft. Almost there. So this is it. He needs to stay on this wheel, because once the top comes, he can recover. But right now, he needs to get in that draft. That's what Zwift is all about, staying in the draft. Okay, he's with the leader of the B's, Matt Thoman. But I don't know, because if we creep up to this mini-map on the top, there's a little gap right here. So if the guys in front of you aren't holding wheels, that might be enough. Okay, so there's this 4-second gap from the top 15 to the rest of the pack. New Heights is there. New Heights is a climbing threat. Altino is there. Jim McKenna is there. C Machine is there. All of the heavy hitters from the B cat are there. I'm looking for Rich B, because I know if Rich B is there, then this group might not be coming back. Here's Walt. Walt is there. Busick is there. Okay, RB. Rich B is there. So all of these guys... Oh, it looks like the group came together, but they might have come together without Mike Ragusa, who's here live, who's suffering. We can see him below me. Here's Ragusa. 4 seconds back. I don't know if he's going to do it. Here's Thoman telling the group, don't wait for me, because this race is much bigger than a couple guys. It's an entire group. All of these guys are working for their category. They're working together to beat the category in front of them. So it's always precarious. How hard do we work in the category? How many guys are we trying to keep? How slow do we go to maintain the biggest blob as we can? But we have to keep going fast and staying on the pedals, because if we don't catch the group in front of us, there's no chance of us winning this race overall. I'm moving back. Okay, here are the A's. Oh, the A's are wow, the A's are coming in hard. Let's check out our A's. So below me is Ryan Larson. Ryan got 15th in the USA National Championships, and below him is Brian Norling. Brian was here last week. But man, these A's are charging hard. Here's Ryan. Wow, Ryan is just leading the pack. So Ryan knows the course. He's one of the most experienced racers out here. He knows the leg snapper. He knows where it counts. Jose Wentz is trying to grab that wheel, bring this pack together. The A's are going so fast. 16 A's is enough for them to win it. Wow. Here's Wilson. John Duke. John Duke will make it. I don't know if Muchler's going to make it. 10 seconds might be too much. I think the last guy in this pack will be Fox. Sean Fox will be the last guy in this group. Here's Spencer Jones. I'm trying to get Spencer here live. Spencer's been in New Jersey. He's from Princeton. Spencer's in the front pack. This pack is led by Jonathan Wass. Now, Jonathan Wass will be typing commands, and it will appear on all of the A Riders' screens. 16 guys are in this A pack, which is absolutely enough when these guys are trading pulls at 6.0. I was peeking in on the commands. They're trading pulls at 6.0 in the front. You can see van power being used because they're going up under the sprint banner. That leg snapper followed by the second little hill, that's the only incline throughout this entire race. Other than that, this is a flat race. So these guys need to charge hard, and they need to charge through the pack and then drift back to recover, and then charge through the pack and drift back to recover, because that's how the maximum the group will be traveling at the maximum speed. Let's move up a little bit. Here's Mike Ragusa. Looks like Mike found a little pack. He's maintaining speed. Here is Mike. Here's Mike looking focused, not flinching. I want to move up a little bit. Here's the main A pack. Here's Chris White. Chris White leads the Monday Morning Blues. Ask me about my dirt. This is Brian Carver. I wonder if this is the front main pack, because I saw there were 15 B split. Yes, so this is the front B pack. All of these Bs are still together. They're just about to go under lap 1. It looks like this will be about 12 to 12 and I'm going to say 12 minutes. So 12 minutes, 3 laps. This will be 36 minutes for the Bs. Mike Ragusa is our 1B rider. Ahead of him is our 1C rider, and that's Joe Donahue. Let's find Joe. I'm peeking, I'm looking, I'm sneaking a peek over my screen. I see Joe. He's in 11th place. It's looking good. Again, Joe's level 27. Joe's one of the fastest triathletes, age groupers in the world. He's a consistent Kona qualifier. Right now he's in the 50 to 54 age grouper. 70.3 worlds. Ironman Hawaii. He consistently qualifies and he consistently places in these races. If you know triathlon, if you're familiar with the age groupers, you're familiar with Joe Donahue. The C's are working very well together. Here's Gavin. Here's Joe. I see Joe. I'm grabbing Joe's name. So I'm controlling the Zwift screen here. If I click on each rider, I can see their point of view and I can see their perspective. 144 heart rate. Joe's in the pack. He's looking good. 250, 240 watts. Spinning at a 95 RPM. If anyone has experience on bike racing and being on a bike, it's Joe. We were talking earlier. Joe and I did a race 17 years ago. We've been doing endurance sports for over 17 years together. I've known Joe since day one. He's coached me in high school track. If you're on the scene in New Jersey, you know Joe Donahue. Looking good. All 4 of these guys are on Tax Neos. I want to show you the overview of what's happening. I'm sitting in the studio. I'm about 5 feet behind them. In front of me are 4 riders, all from New Jersey, all locally. They're here. We're suffering together. You can feel the energy. It's electric. I got goosebumps. I got the adrenaline pumping because anyone can win this race. That's what Indoor Specialist is. We're showcasing people from all different spectrums of the world. You don't have to be that A+ rider. You don't need an FTP of above 6. You can be the everyday guy. We're on here at 6 a.m. Everyone was here early. We were warming up because we have the day. You know, Saturdays are for the boys. We're here. We got 5 guys here. We're all pumping. We're all having a great time. Again, the C's, they just made that right turn around the hotel, and they'll go over the overpass over the highway. Let me move back. Okay, 1 minute back. Wow. So the B's have made up about a minute. They started 2 minutes back. They made up a minute over a lap and a half. So this is perfect timing. The B's and the C's, it looks like they're going to come together right at the finish line. This is going to be phenomenally exciting. Let's move back to the A's, see if I can get a quick time gap. So here are the B's. They're doing the turn around the hotel. The A's. Okay, oh, the D's, excellent. The D's are on the leg snapper. The leg snapper will take the D's between 90 seconds and 2 minutes. The D's are led by Len Baird. The D's are wearing this unique black and yellow kit. I want to see how many D's there are. Last week, a D rider won the entire race. They held off. No one was able to catch them. There's 24 Ds together, which is a lot for Ds. Now these guys have an FTP between 2 and 2.5, so they should be climbing this hill around 3.5 because they'll be climbing above their FTP. This is the leg snapper. This is the only part of the course that matters right here. You really have to pound it. You have to give it 100% up this hill, and you cannot hold back. Excuse me. A lot of these guys are beginners, so I want to give ride-ons. Here's Oak. Drop this guy a ride-on. Here's Colin. I want to give Colin a ride-on. All of these guys are 1.5 laps through the course. Let's move back. A couple of the Ds that fell off the pace. Here are the Cs. The Cs have finished the overpass. They're going to go over the cobblestone section, and after the cobblestone section will be the leg snapper. These guys are traveling at 29 miles an hour. And to compare, the Ds are traveling at 8 up this leg snapper. So they're coming, and they're coming fast. Let's keep moving back. Here are the C's. Here's Joe. I saw Joe on the screen. Let me grab Joe. Okay, let's turn off the overview. Okay, there's Joe. He's in the C pack. This is Thoman. Matt Thoman is leading the B guys. Here are the C's. They're going over the cobblestone section. All these guys are going to feel it because they're on the Tax Neo, which has the road feel. So I can hear in the studio the ground's going boom, 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 because the road feel is going on. You can hear them yelling. You can hear them cheering each other on in front of them because they can all see their screen in front of them. I want to go back to the A's because I see Brian Norling is in front of the A's, just absolutely hammering the pace. I can see him going 6.0, leading the guys. I'm trying to peek over. I'm trying to look. Okay, so here are the A's. It looks like the A's are going through the B's right now. Okay, here's Jose. Ryan Larson is there. Ryan Larson is here live. He's 15th USA National Champion. I believe his FTP is significantly above 5. Let's give Ryan a ride on. Let him know that we're watching him. Okay, so that's Joe below me. Let's show Ryan. Okay, there's Ryan. He's looking good. I don't see too much pain on his face, and that's why I like it, because we're in the studio. We can see all the pain on their face live. The A's are coming in hard. They're coming in fast. I wonder how many A's are still left in this bunch. There's Jose Wentz. 17 riders left in the A's. I don't see Brian Norling. I hope he's still there. I can't quite see what place he's in. These are R2A riders. I'm trying to peek over my screen. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, so Brian's in 24th place. Brian's not in this main A pack. Ryan is here. VR2209, a local club. Here they come. They're going to fly through. Oh, there's John. Okay, so John's still in a solid C pack. They're going to fly. Here's Ryan Feeney. Ryan Feeney, I believe, is a big guy putting out massive watts. So here comes the A's. Passing with speed. Wow. Wow. And there's Jose. So I see some of these guys pulling with 7.0. This is just going to be absolutely brutal to hold off. The A's are charging. Here they go. They're going to go up the leg snapper. Below me is Ryan Larson in A. And below him is Brian Norling in A. Brian has fallen off the pace, but Ryan is still here in this main pack. So here they go. Wow. These A's are going to climb this fast. And you can see the speed at which they're passing the C, D, and B riders on the right. Red numbers. Everyone's dropping power-ups because these guys know, these guys have the experience that the leg snapper is where the time will be taken from the categories in front of them. Absolute massive watts, 600 watts, 173 heart rate. Here's Larson. Everyone's riding on a Tax Neo. Everyone is verified. There's no calibration. There's no questioning any of these guys. They're all legitimate. They're all phenomenal riders. So here's Ryan cresting the leg snapper. Got to stay on the power, and especially now because it gets a little confused because there are guys from all different categories. And if you get stuck in behind someone's sticky draft, that could be the end of the race. So you really have to pass with speed and you have to pass with force. Because if you approach a rider, you will get stuck right behind them where the entire group will fly by, and that could be your whole race. It's all about momentum. You have to pass through the riders. Here the A's come up. They're blobbing up. I don't know. Only 8 A's left. They may have went too hard, and that's what I was talking about, the situation. How hard you go, because you need numbers to catch the people in front of you. So how hard do you go? A couple are catching back. 8. 10-second gap between Peterson and the front A's. I'm going to give Peterson a ride on because I believe that's the end of the race, and I believe the front A's are gone. So that's 15 seconds, and that's it right there. The A's are gone. Let's look at all 4 riders. On the top left is Ryan Larson. He's in this group. He's right here. We're watching Ryan Larson's avatar. Below him in the left is Brian Norling, who's also an A rider. He's just cresting the leg snapper now. The top right is Joe Donahue. Joe's in the C category. He's in the front pack. He's second in the C's, and he's charging. And below him on the right is Mike Ragusa. Mike is in the B category. We have 2 A's, 1 C, and 1 B. We're live. We're on IndoorSpecialist.com. That's what Indoor Specialist is about. We're supported by the Dirt Army. We're the dads inside riding trainers. I'm rocking the Dirt hoodie. This is my new go-to outfit. The Dirt hoodie, the hat, the new headphones. I'm going glasses today, and you know I got the green screen behind me. But right now we're watching the B's. Anyone can win this race. A B, a C, a D, or even an A. Here's C Machine. C Machine is one of the most experienced riders on Zwift. Tim Busick. Tim Busick was here live in my studio. Tim was from Boston. He happened to be in 30 to 40 minutes away for business. So I said, Tim, get here. Let's race together. Tim was here at 5 a.m. ready to go. So I guess Tim woke up at 4 a.m., left his hotel room, drove here, and we're riding here last Tuesday and last Wednesday at 5 a.m. And that's why I made this studio, so I can meet all the dirt riders, so I can meet the entire community, so we can reach out to everyone. We're watching the B's. There's still a lot of B's, and I think they're going to catch this C group. This might be the front C's right here. Okay, and that might be a wrap. Here's Brian Tabaka and the front of the C guys. I know Joe Donahue's here because I can see him on my screen in front of me. Joe's in this front pack of C's, but it looks like in no short order. I'm going to zoom out. Check out the top right. I'm going to click this mini map, and you can see a bunch of different views happening. So you can see right here, I'm circling the green blob, and that's the green B's. And then where my arrow is right here, now those are the C's. And if I'm right, you can see that red dot right there. Those are the A's. So this might be the A's race. But once the A's come, you always have to be concerned with the C's and the B's who can hold that draft for a short amount of time. Because the A's have been working to catch this group for the past 25 minutes. But a couple C's and a couple B's might have reserved some in the tank to be able to hold on to this draft, and they might be able to unleash a real sprint threat. 2 more banners under. They just went under 1 banner. There'll be 1 more to possibly get an arrow power up. I'm watching the C's. Let's check out the D's. I believe the D's have 2 minutes up. So the D's started 10 minutes ahead of the A's, if I'm right. The D's started, 10 minutes ahead of the A's. So quick math, 3. I believe each lap is 3 at 3 minutes. So I think the A's are going to catch them. Here's the C's. Again, the mini map on this top right is going to be key. So you can see the big blob of the C's are here. They still have a gap between the B's right here and the A's right here. I don't know if it's going to be enough time. The leg snapper is going to be where it's at. We're going to be keeping our eyes on the leg snapper. All 4 of these guys are here live in studio. You can see me in the back, throwing up the deuces right here, waving. Okay, top left, Ryan Larson. He's leading these A guys. Below him is Brian Norling, also an A rider. Top right, Joe Donahue's in the C. We're watching Joe right now. This is Joe's avatar. He's in the C. He's consistently been holding this mid 140, low 150 heart rate. He's working hard. I can see the pain in his face. Look at the top right. Below him is Mike Ragusa. Mike Ragusa has fallen off the B pack, but he's still there. He's cranking out a solid 250 watts. Okay, all of these. Only 8 minutes left in this race. They're going to make a right turn coming up. I want you to keep your eyes on this mini map up here because you can see all the different dots throughout the race. Here's the bees. I wonder if Len Baird is still here. Len is the leader of these D category guys. Uh-oh. Brad Curtis pushing 4.7 as a D. I don't like that. So the D's FTP is only 2 to 2.5. And if you have someone pushing 5.2 in the D's, it kind of ruins the integrity of the group. So I believe a lot of these D's are going to get DQ'd. Let's move back. Trying to find Len. Here's Len. Okay, so Len is on the upper end of the D range. So I'd expect Len to be up there with the D's if they were pushing out honest power. Here's Ashton Muchler, a resident Mert, leader of the Dirt XLR long ride. Ashton is the wife of a fellow A rider, Jason Muchler, excuse me. Okay, so here we are. The A's have come together with a lot of B's and a lot of C's. So for the B's and the C's, it's going to be a game of hanging on. How long can we stay in this double draft? How hard do we push it? Because this is the front of the race. These A's are charging this pace. Melina is still here. Sitabaka is still here. Nigel is here. Walt is here. Okay, Rich B. Rich B can hang with these guys. Let's go back to the broadcast. Ask me about my disc. This is Brian Carver. Brian Carver is pushing 350 watts. Now, on this flat course, he can absolutely hang with these A's, but it's the leg snapper that's going to be the deciding factor. The only live rider here left in this main pack is Ryan Larson. Ryan's FTP is significantly above 5. So here's Ryan. We're watching his avatar. Check out some different camera angles. If I had to guess, I would say maybe 50 riders are still here. But it's getting very strung out. And don't forget, again, don't forget the D's are still up ahead. So these guys still have to work together to catch the D's. Come on, Ryan, looking good. So there's Ryan. Consistently in the top 5 positions. Jose is there. New Heights is there, who can hang on this climb. New Heights, I'm pleasantly surprised. Here's C Machine, and I know C Machine can hang. The A's are going to climb this in 50 seconds, and some of these B's, if they have some left in the tank, they'll be able to do this climb in 50 seconds also. I know Busick can do it. He's a threat. So it's not just these A guys, it's B's also. If Carver has anything left in the tank, he's a contender, and they will go under one more banner. So these guys will have the opportunity to use a power-up up this hill, and then to get another power-up for the final sprint. Still a minute up on this leg snapper. Again, climbing at 6 and 5, I think those numbers are a little suspect for a D rider. This is what I would more like to see. 3.5 to 4 for D riders. Here's Wells. Let's give him a ride-on. Gross handler. Let's give these guys ride-ons. A minute 15 back from that, let's say, front D pack to these A's. These A's are absolutely hammering. Look at these numbers. 5.6, 4.6. Ryan Larson putting out 300 watts. Ryan is below me. I'm live in the studio with 4 riders. This is the Indoor Specialist Studio. We're showcasing the community. We're showcasing the real riders, the guys that are on Zwift every single day, busting their asses. We're on Indoor Specialist. Do me a favor. Give me a follow on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch, because that's how you can really support us. Watching our stream, giving us likes, giving us comments. That's how we're going to be able to support it. So here we go. Here we go, guys. Leg snapper. This is it. Okay. We're cheering on Ryan. Ryan's below me. Here's Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Ryan's using the feather because he knows one more power-up opportunity. Ryan's taking this race on all by himself. One more dirt rider trying to get in his draft. But here's Ryan. 9.0, 177 heart rate. Wow. But look at his face. He still looks smooth. He still looks calm. Absolute focus on this man. So here's the A's. I wonder if any B's are going to be able to hang on here. Here's Rich B. If anyone can hang on, it's Rich B and it's C Machine. I don't know. This looks like this is going to be the A's. It's going to be the A's versus the D's. All right, Ryan, looking good. Take a breath. Stay in this draft. So right now, all Ryan needs to do is stay in this pack of 4, because this pack of 4 will catch this one rider. Okay, so it's going to be the A's versus the D's. And I'm going to call this the front pack of the D's, because again, these numbers are a little questionable. Some people, I'm not really sure. So I really want to focus on the A's, and I want to see Ryan. We haven't had anyone in the studio win the race before. This would be awesome to see. 7 A riders versus about 10 D riders. Let's look at the mini map up here. Here's the A's, and I'm gonna call this the D's right here. The A's are traveling at let's say 35 miles an hour, and these D's are traveling at 27 miles an hour. So it's gonna be really close. Come on, guys, stay charging. I want to see if I can peek and see what Power Up Ryan gets. Here's Ryan Larson, VR2209. You can see it on his face. He looks pained, but he's still in the pack. Hold that draft, Ryan. You're looking good. This is the race. I think Ryan could do it. It's going to be all about the sprint. And don't forget, he's 15th at the USA National Championships. He's on a Neo. Everything is verified. There's no questioning Ryan Larson now. So here they are. Over there is that front D's, which I think I might have to disqualify. So I'm focusing on this D pack right here. You can see my cursor up in the mini map. Here's Ryan. Let's see if I can sneak a peek what Power Up Ryan got. Hold on one second. Okay, don't tell anyone, but Ryan's got the van power up. I believe all of these guys used the power up that leg snapper, so it was a roll of the dice for all 7 of these A riders. Okay, here's Ryan coming around the bend. There's the D's right in front. You can see that little dot right there. Uh-oh, someone using a feather. Someone's going for it. Weir's going. Weir's going. Hold that wheel, Ryan. Weir's going with the feather. Come on, Ryan. Stay on him. Save that van. Stay on him. Okay, here's Ryan. He's right below me. He's excited. He knows exactly what to do. I want to stay on his point. He's holding in the draft. He's trying to conserve effort. He's using these guys as leadouts. Okay, and there they go. They've caught these D's. So this is a ride. Okay, Ribboat. Here's Jose Wentz. Come on, Ryan. Hold the wheels, buddy. Hold the wheels. Stay patient, Ryan. Stay patient. Ryan's ahead of me. He can hear me yelling. Come on, Ryan. Stay on him. He's got a pack of 3 who's holding the draft for him. I want to see him gear down and just unleash a massive sprint. Stay in that draft. Use those guys as leadouts. Use those guys. Okay, stay in the draft. Conserve. He's got a little bit left. Come on, Ryan. Go with that move. Follow that arrow power up. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Follow the arrow. Let's go, baby. There's Ryan. Here's the sprint. He's unleashing. Stay with the arrow. Stay with the arrow. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. You got it. You got it. Here it goes. He's with the arrow. Is he going to be able to pass? Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. He's going to be able to pass. There he goes. There he goes. It's Ryan. It's Ryan. It's Jose. It's Ryan. It's Jose. It's Ryan. Ryan with the absolute at the line. Oh, my God. Absolutely electric. You can hear the boys cheering him on here. Ryan takes the victory from the overall in the entire race. Wow. Let's get back to me. Let's see if we can see some of these other guys finishing. Here's Rob Bozovic. Brian Vins. Matt. Oh, here's Ragusa. We're watching Ragusa. Ragusa's in a solid pack. I'm watching Ragusa finish. There's Ryan below me. He looks like he's in pain. And he is in pain. He's in absolute agony. Here's Joe Donahue. Joe's finishing. Come on, Joe. I'm trying to take a peek over Joe's screen. which one of these guys is going to finish next. I want to catch the live riders who's going to finish next. Here's Spencer Jones. Let's give Spencer a ride on. This is the finishing stretch. This is the C-Pack that was absolutely just shellacked. Once the A's came apart, it absolutely just destroyed these guys. So here's Joe. Come on, Joe. Finish strong, buddy. Joe's in 11th place in the C's. I'm trying to click up so I can see Joe finish this race. There's Joe. Come on, Joe. Follow that guy. Follow that move. Come on, Joe. Stand up. Come on, Joe. There's Joe in front of me. Come on, Joe. There he goes. Ooh, look at that heart rate. Joe looks like he's hurting. Excellent race, Joe. Good job. Let's move back. Okay, so there's Joe. He just finished. Here's Mike Ragusa. Mike is right at the sprint banner, so I'm going to click back, find Mike at the sprint banner. I'm looking for VR2209 because that's the team. Do me a favor, check out VR2209 on Zwift Power. Read their story, read their message. One of the most moving, one of the most powerful teams on Zwift. Nothing but respect for the team. Read the cause, get behind them. I'm going to give Mike a ride on. Let him know we're watching. Everyone's getting behind Joe. I mean, getting behind Mike. I'm trying to sneak a peek, see what he's got. Let me look at his power up. Uh oh, he's got aero. Mike Ragusa has aero. Okay, everybody? Mike, this is your pack, buddy. Bide your time. Be patient, okay? Save that arrow for the last possible moment. Okay, so here he is. He's got arrow. He's in a pack of A's, B's, C's, and D's. Everyone here. It's a mixed bag in this pack. The finishing straight is longer than you think. I'm going to click the mini-map in the top right. You can see it's very long. If you can see my cursor, you can see the banners all the way out there. The arrow power-up will last 30 seconds. Timing is absolutely key. Let's stay on Mike. Here it goes. Not yet, Mike. Hold it, Mike. It's got to be smart. Okay, here he is. Mike's focused. The guys are talking around him. Some of them have finished. Okay, Mike. Okay, Mike. All right, Mike, use that power up, buddy. 30 seconds left. All right, here's Mike. I want him to go through the pack. He can sprint through the pack. Okay, Mike, go! Go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go! There's Mike, there's Mike, there's Mike. Come on, Mike! There he goes, there he goes. Get those B guys. Come on, Mike. Is he going to get Dornbox? Come on, Mike! Don't give up all the way to the line. There he is, passing Dornbox. Vince is behind him, but I don't think he's going to get because Mike timed it perfectly. Oh, and there he is. Ragusa with the absolute blaster of a finish. Okay. The last guy we have is Brian Norling. Brian Norling was a rider. I want to find Brian's finish. Brian's on the home stretch. Let's see if we can catch him. Here he is, Brian Norling, right here. Okay, Brian. Brian's got the feather. Okay, the feather is going to be 15 seconds only. Brian, move back to last wheel if you can. Okay, there he goes. Go with that move, Brian. Go with that move. Okay, here's Brian. He's in front of me. Use that power up. Use that power up. Go, Brian. Go, baby. Okay, there's Brian. Come on, Brian. Red numbers coming out. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. Just absolutely destroying his legs right now. Go, Brian. Go, Brian. 500 watts. Red numbers coming out. Go, Brian. Go, Brian. All the way to the line. Ooh, baby. What a finish. Wow. Look at this. All four of these guys absolutely destroyed. Gave it everything. Ryan in the top left won this race overall. Brian in the bottom left just finished. A rider. Joe in the top right, C's. And Mike Ragusa in the bottom right, the B rider. What a race. What a morning. It's only 7:40 a.m. and we've already had a full day. I can't thank you guys enough for joining us. Look at this overview. This is right in front of me. All of these guys, absolutely phenomenal performances. Whew, I'm beat. I need to go take a nap. Shout out to everyone at Indoor Specialist. Thank you for watching. Dirt, the Dads Inside Riding Trainers. Love all you boys. This is Sterny. I'll see you next week for the Dirt Dadurday ride. I think I'm going to be back Wednesday for the morning grind. Morning Grind presented by Indoor Specialists in Dirt, the second race. So if you want to get a live shout out, go in the second race. I'll be doing it live broadcast. We'll have 4 guys. We're doing the B race, fed in from all over the country. Again, this has been awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Starting out, boys.